everyone. Welcome to today's reading. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. Today's reading is about what illusion or belief are you leaving behind? Please only take what resonates. If you have found yourself here, I hope there will be helpful information for you within this reading. Let's take a moment to connect with our angels and guides of love and light. Angels and guides, please surround us with your love and light. Please guide us to the information that will help the viewer at this time. My original plan with this reading was just to start, just to start pulling cards, because in previous readings, I've had a lot of information come through before the reading, and I usually have a notebook where I write everything down. And I thought, okay, we're not doing that today. We're just going straight into the reading. But as I literally closed the door to start doing today's reading, a moth flew like right in front of my face and scared scared the crap out of me, I guess. I wasn't expecting it. And I was like, okay, I guess that's a sign. And then also, like, before I start the reading, I kind of feel drawn to certain objects. I don't know why. Usually we find out later in the reading, but like, for instance, today I felt drawn to this butterfly, and there's a lot of orange and yellow, and in this picture that's from a calendar, and it says a place for everything, everything in its place. I think I know what that's about, but I'm not sure. I'm going to let the cards kind of guide us today. And then again, carnelian, which is orange and connected to the sacral chakra. So I suspect this is about some kind of block connected to your sacral chakra. And I was also feeling blue, so I'm also wondering if this is also connected to your throat chakra. But the moth kind of came out of nowhere. And I looked it up. Moths are often seen as symbols of transformation, resilience, and messages from the spirit world. They represent new beginnings, spiritual awareness, and a striving towards truth, especially due to their attraction to light. They can also be seen as spiritual messengers, while others see them as omens of change. Moths are known for their perseverance in the face of darkness, highlighting their ability to endure and adapt. In some cultures, they symbolize the pursuit of enlightenment and overcoming obstacles. They can symbolize a shift in perspective. And that was kind of the intention for this reading, is what illusion are you leaving behind? I think I was going to actually title the video, what illusion or belief are you leaving behind so you can move forward on your spiritual path of transformation? So I think the moth is a symbol that, one, we are in alignment for this reading, and you are illuminating parts of your shadow. You're becoming brighter. Ooh, fix that. So my first question was going to be, what current energy do you believe you are in right now? Sorry if you're using headphones. I know that shuffling can be annoying. What current energy? Okay, do you believe you're in right now? Adjustments are required. I feel like this is just confirmation of what I just said about becoming brighter. The moon in this card, it's not completely bright yet. It's not a full moon. And we have to make adjustments to our belief system to become fully enlightened. I'm just curious to see what the guidebook says about this. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. And I think in this instance, it's what belief, what wrong belief do you need to let go of? Whatever situation you're asking about, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved which you need to release into the ethers. I mean, that's pretty to the point. So, okay. We are A win-win outcast. A win-win outcome is forecast. I think that's spirit saying you are capable of this. You are finding balance. Like you have the power to, I want to say dissolve. I don't know why, but the word dissolve came up. Dissolve this belief. Let go of it. This is a deck I don't normally use a lot. It's a shadow deck. It's called Dark Mirror. It's kind of a dark deck. I don't use it a lot. I think I just said that. But I felt for this purposes it would be good to use to get right down into the shadow. But the cards are also a little, I want to say puzzling, but that's not the word. Like a little mysterious. You have to kind of, it's not like straight to the point. And I guess in a way that's kind of how our shadows are. They're not, you have to do a little digging to really get to the root of the issue. Energy, do they believe they're in? Black Flower Fragrance, number 16. I use the guidebook because I'm not as familiar with these cards. Just looking at the card, um, I wonder if this person feels trapped. You feel trapped where you are, and maybe that is the belief, the the wrong belief that you're holding on to, that you're not actually trapped. I think for, because there's like multiple people that may be checking this reading, I think another specific message that's connected to this card, where this girl is like giving her heart to someone, that maybe you're giving your love, maybe you're giving your heart to someone that is toxic, and maybe you feel trapped in that situation. A toxic relationship, whether that's romantic or friendship, or maybe even a family member. And I wonder if part of that is because you stay in a toxic relationship or a situation with someone because you have this false belief that you deserve to be in that situation, that they are somehow better than you, or that they hold power over you. And with the scales here, it's kind of saying to me, remember that we are all on an even playing field. We are all equal and worthy, and no one is better or less than somebody else. Maybe the attraction to the orange and the yellow in this reading is pointing to a self worth issue, a deep rooted self worth issue, that you don't believe you're worthy enough. And because you don't believe you're worthy enough, you put yourself in situations that aren't worthy of you, that you give to people that don't appreciate how amazing you are. But I also feel like with the butterfly here and like the moth coming in earlier, that you are at the brink of shattering this belief. That you recognize that's a pattern you've had, and you're ready to break the cycle, to break the pattern. I'm gonna pull a tarot as a clarifying card. I never did read the guidebook, did I? Okay, well, let's read the guidebook. I just kind of went with it. I didn't look at the guidebook. Well, the guidebook it says anger. It has a lot of swearing in it, so I don't want to put it on camera because of the YouTube algorithm. It says the black crystal around her heart is obsidian, and to me, obsidian is kind of like a protection stone. So maybe you are blocking off parts of yourself, trying to protect yourself. Maybe you're not living with your full heart and your most passionate self because you're closed off. It says, love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly, love can be cheap, love can be rotten, but even ugly love has a right to exist. Even if you're not perfect, you have the right to be respected. Even if you are stupid, you have the right to be listened to. Even if you are lucky, you have the right to complain. Even if you are rich, you have the right to be sad. If you cannot shine because you are beautiful, then shine even if you are ugly. Shine because you are ugly, gorgeously black, ugly as love, worn out as an angel. And I think that draws back to the what I was getting from the scales, that we are all worthy of love. Okay, well, the tower. Yeah, things are changing, things are transforming. Knight of Swords, it's coming in fast. This change is coming in fast. This change in your beliefs, it's your your foundation of beliefs is getting rocked right now. Maybe something happened that was kind of like a catalyst for all of this in your life. I'm also getting like fleeing a situation. Like you're getting out of a situation that was toxic to you, and you're doing it now. You're not waiting. You decided and you're gone. You've made the decision and you're gone. You're going. Your angels are saying you are safe. And making this move, you are safe. Rely on them, call on them for help. Yeah, just keep hearing you are safe and you are protected in making this move. I don't know what particular situation you're in, but it does feel heavy. It does feel very heavy. And I'm sorry. I just really feel like this particular reading, I don't know who's going to be drawn to it, but I really feel like this is a toxic relationship. And you're realizing it's a toxic relationship, and you're getting out. And you're getting out safely, and you're getting out protected, and everything's going to work out. A win-win outcome is forecast. Everything's going to work out. This one came out. There's the scales again. I feel like it's saying you're going to come out better than you were before you entered. You're going to come out on top. And I think you're going to come out of the situation and be able to help other people recognize a similar situation they be in. And you're going to be able to help those people too. Or I feel for a specific person that this Six of Pentacles also means you will be financially stable. Maybe that's like a reason that you can't leave or you feel imprisoned. But I feel others are going to step up to help you, to get you in a safe and stable position. And then for other people, I feel the scales are saying that you're bringing in, once you clear this disbelief, the relationships that will come in next will be balanced. You won't always be the person having to give, that your relationship will be more aligned and balanced in the future. Friendships, lovers, kind of like the moth, like those people will be attracted to your light and they will come into your life. 444 as I'm saying that. You know, it's interesting. I just realized this. I wrote Before I was doing this reading, I wrote, how can you cut the cord of this illusion? Next steps. And right here, I wrote trapped. If I can get it to zoom. I just noticed that. Yeah, my very poor handwriting, I wrote trapped, question mark. So this was like already coming in before I was even pulling cards. That's interesting. You are not trapped. That's the belief you need to shatter. You are not trapped. You can't get out of this situation. I don't mean to say like, oh, you can get out of this situation. What, you know? I mean like you can get out of this situation. That may be another reason for the yellow and the orange and like the solar plexus and your solar plexus and sacral chakra, like your that's where your power is. Like you are empowered to leave this situation. You are not trapped. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You may feel trapped because I'm getting that saying, uh, you made your bed, now lie in it. But that's just not true. You can change anytime. You don't have to stay in this energy. It's about reframing it as you're it's not a mistake, it's not a failure, it's just a life lesson. Like what do we get from just beating ourselves up about it? And this like swirling energy kind of reminds me of movement. Like it might be hard initially to get that momentum going or to like change that thought pattern that we messed up. I messed up. It was a terrible decision, but slowly, like if we repeat the like a mantra to ourselves every day, and we just take one step forward every day and move past this. It's again that like feeling of being trapped, like being stuck. Okay, as all these cards are coming out, I don't know if I should take them. Okay, trust, worry, and honesty. Yeah, just your guides are saying, don't worry, trust us. This is the truth. This is your truth to make this move. Because I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And that's about being honest with yourself that this belief you have is an illusion. It's just an incorrect belief, and that you are worthy of more. You are worthy of moving on. And to trust that when you do move on, God and your angels will be with you. You will be looked after and protected. One of the decks I was drawn to was this Celtic tree oracle. So I don't know if that's like somebody in this particular group like also connects with nature. Um, but I wanted to draw a card from this deck. Maybe like how do you cut the cord of this belief? What are your next steps other than movement? These cards are kind of hard to shuffle though. They're so large. Maybe that's like another metaphor of like It's such a big decision. Like the decision you have to make is so large. It is so life-changing that it's hard to do. It's hard to get that momentum to make that change. Okay, that's funny because this also came out with that card, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna take it, and then it came out again. Okay. All right, I got the point. I want to read this one first because it came out twice. This is Ivy, and I'm thinking of Poison Ivy. Relevant dates August 8th through September 4th. Maybe you're gathering up your resources now to make this big transition in August. Or maybe you're making the transition now and things will settle down by August or September. Or maybe you're finding this reading in August or September. Keywords labyrinth, inner knowing, growth, determination, soul searching, spiritual journey. Ivy often grows and spirals and always towards the light. It offers us a pattern to model for individuation and soul growth. It can grow almost anywhere, even pushing through concrete and walls. It never gives up. Maybe that's you. Maybe you've put so much energy and faith into this situation and you keep trying to make it work. And you're trying to grow through concrete. You're trying to grow where there's no nourishment. Like you're getting trickles of water and barely any sunlight. And you're just struggling to survive. And Wolf is our guide and protector as we move into our shadow to gain insight. I mean, okay. That's exactly what we were talking about, going bringing light to your shadow to transform. When you get Ivy in a reading, you are called into the labyrinth of your own inner knowing. You are asked to spiral into yourself and spend time at your very core. It is here that you can merge with the universal life forces of regeneration and rebirth. There's that symbolism of the moth and the butterfly. Here you can expect to receive new direction and guidance from Spirit. The answers lie within you, but to access them, you are asked to journey to your soul's inner light. You can enter this realm through meditation, by listening to uplifting spiritual music, by taking quiet time for reflection, or through dreams and journaling. Ivy reminds you that you are created perfectly and that you can trust yourself. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trust your inner voice. Yeah. I feel like you already know what to do. You're making the plans, or you're on the verge of it. Okay, what's the other card? Fern Alder. I just noticed this too. 3, 3 and 12, 3, 3. 3 to me always reminds me of the Trinity. You're highly protected in this situation. This is the Fern Alder, represents guidance and initiative, also represents leadership, power, and strength. If you need backbone in a dispute, this tree offers you strength and resolve as well as protection. That's really been coming in strongly in this reading, that you are safe and you are protected. When this tree appears in a reading, reconnect to your own ancestors or spiritual lineage for guidance, information, and support. Be alert to synchronicities in your daily life. Look to your dreams and record their wisdom. If you are involved in a dispute or conflict, this tree offers you spiritual strength and protection. Alder possesses a strong male energy that offers you backbone and strength. It provides a bridge over troubled waters. I think that is the specific message for that card. That you are strong, you are protected, your ancestors are with you, your angels are with you. This is a final message, an affirmation that you can tell yourself while going through this transition. This one's calling to me divine will. I align my will with the divine will, allowing wisdom from the higher realms to support and guide my evolution on this earth. I grow when I settle into the service of myself and others. I leave space for the magic of the universe to play in my life. I allow the unfolding. This is telling me to just trust in the signs and synchronicities that you're seeing. Like, you probably already intuitively feel a lot of this, but you might be doubting yourself. Like, oh, it's not real. The three rings. Three, the Trinity again. You are being divinely protected in this situation. And the I grow when I settle into service of myself and others. I really think that means like later on, like you're going to get out of the situation, and once you're safe, that eventually down the line, you're also going to help others in similar situations break free. And that may even be like part of your divine purpose. A lot of crown chakra coming out. I am blessed to be part of the one. I honor and cherish my brothers and sisters, past, present, and future, who journey with me. Difference and polarity are not a threat, but an alternative view and experience. I embrace the shared experience of myself and others as eternal beings. We are one. The giving of the heart freely to another, to the wind, to the land, plants, rain, and stars, does not lessen or diminish you. As we give to another, we are giving to ourselves. There is no separation. Access to higher dimensions is helping you now to transcend time and space. As we exit, as we exist in the here and now, I said exit. I think that was not a mistake. I think it's literally as you exit. All is present in this very moment. Connect with your place called home and anchor your light into the earth so that it may be lived here. Be in your unity consciousness, aware of duality and polarity, but not attracting to it. For your liberation will free others. I think in this situation, this card is saying to connect to yourself, connect to the higher power, and remember your worth, remember your power, that you have so much support on the other side to exit this situation, to remember your own divinity. And then this is on the bottom of the deck: solar plexus, courage. I have the strength, courage, and willpower to face my fears and see my desires, dreams, and goals through to completion. I release the need to be anything other than who I am in order to succeed. I believe in myself and have the courage to fail and succeed. I am possible. The statement I feel really drawn to in this card is the I release the need to be anything other than who I am. And maybe that's something you should write down and repeat to yourself every single day. I have the strength, courage, and willpower to face my fears, and I release the need to be anything other than who I am. I believe in myself. Just tell yourself that every day. I believe in myself and I have the courage to succeed. Okay, this will be the final message. I just feel compelled to pull an angel card because the angels are very, very heavily in this reading. Like they really are like we got your back. Just like that alder tree. Like we got your back. We are your backbone. We are your support in this. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. Yeah, this transformation is happening because you have found your courage. The unknown. Do not fear the unknown. This is a time of deep exploration and transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons. You're standing up for yourself and you're becoming this beautiful butterfly. And look, orange and yellow. And you're ready to give your heart to someone that deserves it. I'll be praying for you guys. I really feel like whatever this is, it's been a very hard decision to make. But you trust yourself and you're going to make the decision. Thank you for being here with me today. I hope this reading has brought clarity. If you made it this far, please comment a heart so I can personally pray for you and send you my love through this like transition you're making. Until I meet with you in the next reading, I'm wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you.